In search of good informative speech topics? Then you're in the right place, at the right time. Featured here are topics that you can be sure will command attention, provided that you know how to present these. Find out more on this, right here. Giving a speech in front of hundreds of students, or even your own classmates, within that four-wall lecture hall, is sure to give you goosebumps. I was like that, quivering with stage fright, with my heart pounding, lodged in my throat. Still happens. Once you get up there, it's all stomach butterflies, a case of the stutters. The best way to have to deal with this, is to know your topic inside out, with confidence that comes from practice. Without preparing well in advance for your speech, you are in for trouble. The best thing to do, given even a short span of time, is to be able to speak your mind if you fumble up. The key to giving a great speech, is to know how to structure it, what tone to use and how to hold your listeners' attention. I've compiled a list of informative speech topics, that have a lot of theory and facts, packed into each. I'll also provide pointers on how to present a speech, eliminating the jitters and mess-ups. Pointers on giving a great speech. The last time I heard a speech that really got me impressed, not to mention hooked, was President Obama's election speech back in 2008. It was no doubt an enthralling speech that got people's eyes glued to their television sets, and of course drew in those who heard it in person. Whether he got someone to write it for him beforehand, or whether he wrote it himself well in advance and practiced it, is a wonder. At the end of it, those who saw him give that speech, noticed that he expelled confidence, didn't falter and had a really good thing going on up there from the podium. Now that's how you give a great speech. To know how to do this, keep in mind the following public speaking techniques which I've come up with to help make things a little easier for you if you want to try out some light topics that take some of the edge off. Try these funny speech topics to present. Know your topic. The idea of saying a speech is not to just blabber on about something that you have to rush through until the end. No. When you do things for a purpose, like say for those extra grades, or to enlighten an audience, do it like you mean it, and not like you're doing them a favor. Research about your topic and find other ways to include interesting facts and details about it. You could even make it a speech with a presentation, if you want to keep your listeners wanting more than just you and that piece of paper. Make eye contact when giving a speech. It is important to look up from your notes, and make fleeting eye contact with your listeners. In order to draw them in, and look at you, you need to look them in the eye. Don't constantly look at that piece of paper and disappear into it. Engage them by looking at everyone in a swift sweeping motion, for a few seconds, and go back to your notes, occasionally looking up at them again. Learning it by heart. If you want to really get your listeners interested in what you have to say, learn your speech by heart. I know it may sound a little too much, but trust me, it's a way of showing them that you took the effort and time to make it this good. You can fill it in with presentation slides and imagery that can support your speech. Good topics for informative speeches. There are a lot of great topics and issues out there that you can address and be opinionated about. These topics will prove to be interesting. There is no education level bar here, since those in high school can give it a try too. Why is sex education important? Ethical views on abortion, abusive relationships, statistics, biography of Albert Hoffman, scientific achievements of the past, views on gay marriages, Greek gods and goddesses explained. How is tattoo work done? Alien sightings and cover-ups, Bermuda Triangle, myth or fact? How does hypnosis work? How can one do dream interpretation? What are black holes? Workings of the solar system, understanding the mind of a serial killer. Where do golden spirals exist in nature? How does numerology work? Explain winemaking. With these interesting and good informative speech topics, I'm sure you'll be able to come up with something that keeps the kudos coming your way when you pick out a title from the list of informative speech topics. With the pointers mentioned on here, I hope that your speech comes forth better than you expected. I wish you luck.